All right, good afternoon. Welcome to Launch Our Fellowship with Feyi, Adesanya. It's a joy to be with you again this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Let me know if you can hear me well. We are using a different audio setup this afternoon, so I'm not sure about how it's coming across to you there. Let me know if you can hear me well over there. All right, welcome. So do well to chat me up in the comment section. And then also share the link with your friends and loved ones. Let them know Launch Our Fellowship is on. And we're in for a great time as usual. You remember that all through the month of this month of March, we are looking at what we have tagged living on purpose. Living on purpose. That is, we are looking at the subject matter of purpose. We want to equip ourselves along that line so that we are living a more purposeful life. We are looking at how to discover and begin to walk in line with purpose, God's purpose for our life. This is the third Wednesday of the month of March, and we've been looking at it from the very first Wednesday of the month of March. We started by looking at the need to walk in purpose, and then we went on to look at how to discover God's purpose for your life, which is where we were last week, Wednesday. We looked at some very important things. We were stuck on the matter of giftings. I remember saying this, and this is the highlight of what we said last episode, which is that your gifting is a pointer to your purpose. Your gifting is a pointer to your purpose. That is, you are gifted in line with your purpose. You see that now. So you can actually prayerfully walk along your giftings and then arrive at God's purpose for your life. We will not have, let me just leave that so that I don't get stuck on it again. I want to continue to talk to us today about some pointers of purpose. Certain things that you can prayerfully look at and then they will lead you. God can use them to lead you to His purpose for your life. I've said last week that it's not every time God speaks, but every time God leads. I use the example of a traffic light. That the traffic light, even though it doesn't say go, stop, move, get ready, by the pointers it's giving, you are able to know what He is saying. So it's not every time God will speak to you and say, my son, my daughter, this is what I've called you for. This is what I would like you to, this is your purpose in life. All right. For some people, it comes like that, but for a lot of people, it doesn't. And these are some ways by which God will often lead you in line with your purpose. The second one I will share along that line, it is passion. Your passion. All right. By your passion, I mean what you like, what you strongly like, or what you strongly don't like also. You understand? Something you are passionate about. All right. Something you are passionate about is a pointer, is often a pointer. It's not everything you are passionate about that is a pointer to your purpose, but oftentimes you find out that what you are passionate about is a pointer to God's purpose for your life. What God calls you to be or to do, He will make you passionate about it. It will make you passionate about it. You see, passion is the fuel of purpose. Let me say that again. Passion is the fuel of purpose. What keeps people going in line with God's purpose for their life is not profit, even though you are supposed to profit sometimes, from your purpose. All right. It's supposed to take care of itself and take care of you too. But it is not the fuel of purpose, because oftentimes when you start up in the journey of purpose, you may not be making money from it. So what will keep you going till you are eventually able to make money from it or make real impact from it is your passion. So passion is the fuel of purpose. Therefore, whatever God wants you to do, He will see to it that you have passion for it. Sometimes this passion may not be obvious. You may not know you have passion for something from the start, but as you get into it, you find out that you indeed have passion for it, and it will be growing. So whatever you are not passionate about, chances are that you are not called to that thing. Chances are that you are not called to that thing. When they talk about a particular thing, and it doesn't, you don't have anything against it. It just doesn't bring out the energy inside of you. Chances are that thing has little or nothing to do with your purpose. Because if it does, it will bring out that energy inside of you. That's the way God designed purpose. That's the way God designed purpose. You see, you have to be passionate about it. You have to be passionate about it. Pause for a moment and think about the things you are passionate about. Think about it. Maybe somebody has told you something that maybe this is your purpose. Maybe you have mistaken something for your purpose. If you notice you are not passionate about it, then maybe it's not. All right? Because if God has called you for it, you will just find yourself being passionate about it. I think again of somebody like Moses. Moses, God had called him, all right, to deliver the children of Israel. Now, before God even appeared to him and gave him a mandate loudly, he noticed that there was a passion inside of him to deliver his people. It was just a passion inside of him, unexplainable, because he wasn't oppressed. He was enjoying the good life, but he just found himself attached that, no, I want to solve this problem. So that was a pointer for him, even though he did not handle it very well. All right, but our experiences, let me go on now. Our experiences and exposures in life are one thing that God uses to build in us the passion for the assignment He has for us. Let me repeat that. The experiences we have in life and the things God exposes us to in life are some of the things God used to build in us the passion for the assignment He has in us. So you find that God will often take you through certain processes to build a passion inside of you for something. You see that? God will do it that way, to create a passion for you, passion inside of you to pursue that assignment, because that passion is very key. Is very key. So the experiences sometimes could be bad, all right, but God allows it so that it can stir up a passion for that thing inside of you. Listen to me, God doesn't do bad things. I'm sure you can all agree with that. He's good. He's all around good. But you see, if something is going to be useful for you to pursue fulfill God's purpose for your life, God will allow it to the extent that He can use it. To the extent that He can use it. Let me give you, for instance, you find that some people have been deprived in life, all right, deprived of certain things, maybe different things. So when they grow up, let me use somebody like maybe Joyce Meyer. Because of this sexual abuse she went through growing up, it has put a burning desire. Joyce Meyer, when she was growing up, she experienced some sexual abuse. And that put in her, God used that to put in her a burning desire to save people from such. You see that now? Perhaps if she did not have that experience, she may want to save them, but she will not have enough passion to undertake that assignment. You see that now? Because passion is very key in purpose. It's very key. That is what will keep you going. So you know by what you are passionate about. Things that, even if you are not getting, paid for it, even if there's nothing fantastic about it, you love to do it. See, your purpose will give you fulfillment. A level of fulfillment, whether you earn money from it or not. The other day in John chapter 4, Jesus told His disciples to go and get food. And when they returned, they met Him preaching to him. He was tired, so He just sat down. He was so tired. But when He saw the woman and started preaching to her at the well, his energy revived. You see that now? The energy was there, just came back, because that was his purpose and he was passionate about it. In fact, the disciples even thought that he had eaten. By the way he was behaving, they thought he had eaten. What is it that you are passionate about, that whether you are recognized for it, whether you are paid for it, whether you are applauded for it, it doesn't matter, you will do it. Yes, that is a pointer to God's purpose for your life. Take note of it. Take note of it. Let me move on. Apart from passion, let me say another thing, which is opportunities. I've mentioned giftings that God will gift you in accordance to His purpose for your life. What God has called you for, He will gift you for. He will give you the natural abilities you need for it, the personality you need for it, the mind that you need for it, and all of that. He will equip you for it. Then He will burn into you a passion for that thing. A passion for that thing. You will love it. You will love it. You see, Jeremiah said one time, I've forgotten, it was in the book of Jeremiah, forgotten the exact chapter now. Jeremiah was persecuted for the word of the Lord which was delivering. He said, I even made up my mind to even stop. He said, but the word of God was in my bones as fire. Which means that even though I was persecuted for it, I wish I could stop, but I was still passionate about it. That is the way passion is. If you find yourself passionate about something at that level, then that is an obvious pointer to God's purpose for your life. The third one altogether that I want to mention now is opportunities. Opportunities. This is very important because what God calls you for, He will give you opportunities to do or be. Let me say that again. What God calls you for, He will give you opportunities to do or be. Opportunities, therefore, is a very powerful way by which God leads us into His purpose for our lives. If God calls you for something, you will just find out that Himself will arrange opportunities for you to do that thing. You will not need to struggle so much to get opportunity for that thing. The opportunity to somehow look for you and get you. That's the way it will. Your purpose, let me rephrase it. Your purpose will consistently attract into your life the opportunities to get it done. Yes, your purpose will do that. Your purpose will do that. It will attract, and you'll be amazed how much that magnetic power is. It can attract opportunities from far and wide. You may be in the desert, but the opportunity for you to fulfill God's purpose for your life will trace you and get to you. Because that's the nature of God's purpose for one. That's the nature of purpose. Opportunities are therefore a pointer to the God's purpose for our life. Let me give you a number of examples. For instance, look at David. Look at the life of David. Reading through scriptures, you'll find that of course, we know by the summary that we have available to us that David was called to be king, a leader, amongst other things. All right, let's start with that one. David was called to be a leader. You notice that all through his life, the opportunities to lead just keep coming to him. It will just keep coming to him. At one point, they put him in charge of sheep. Yes, that was God. That was his calling. That was creating opportunity for him, and he was doing an excellent job at that. So excellent that even when a lion came, he fought it because of the sheep. That is a purpose in leadership that is crying out, because a leader will not allow his subject or those he's leading to be taken away by just anything. You see that now. After that, you find that even when he was anointed king, he went back to the when he was anointed king, he went back to the desert. I mean, when Saul was after him, he ran away. You see, people left town. Even family members of the king, Saul, tribe members of the king, came to meet him. The Bible says there were about 400. They came to meet him, to submit, to make him their captain. That is his purpose, that is creating opportunities for it to come to pass. Listen to me. Your purpose, what God wants you to do, all right? You just be sensitive. You just position yourself, all right? God will bring the opportunities to you. You notice it wasn't David that called those people that I'm called to be a leader. Come under me. No. You see, if God has called you, for instance, to be a pastor, let me use that as an example. To be a pastor, yes, of course, it may entail that you will need to start a church and all of that. But the thing is that before that, you will notice that people will often come to you to seek pastoral advice, to seek pastoral prayer and all of those things. They will just drift to you. You'll be wondering, you may not even be the pastor of your church, but you will see that people will just come like that. That is a pointer to God's purpose on your life. That is not to say you have to go and start a church, but all I'm saying is that your purpose will attract into your life the opportunities for that. When David led those 400 people, you find out that as he just did that, time went on again after about 7 years or thereabout. Opportunity came for him to be king of Judah. That is still the purpose of a leader that is speaking and bringing out that opportunity. And from there, you find out that the opportunity to even become the king of the entire Israel came out. Let me point out something to you. Oftentimes, what people are looking at, you know that God has called you to become a king like David, but opportunity that is coming out looks like you leading sheep. And you are wondering, what is this? What is this? Is this what God has called me to? No, but David did not think like that. David just used it. He did well with that. And see how God was doing it. God kept on bringing bigger opportunities. The opportunities were graduating till he graduated to his full purpose. So if you learn to take hold of every opportunity God brings your way, and you maximize it, you do the best you can with it, you will see that the opportunities will keep graduating till it leads you into the fullness of your purpose. So watch out for the opportunities that God brings to you. They are pointers to his calling upon your life. They are pointers. Again, let me use David as an example. You find out that God had called him to be a warrior. To be a warrior. Even when he did not know it. But when God calls you to be a warrior, what it means that the opportunities for war will be looking for you. And you see that in the life of David. As we say in our local parlance here, jejely he was in the backside of the desert, attending to the sheep, and a lion and a bear came at different times, took the sheep, but the warrior inside of him rose up to the challenge, rescued it, killed the lion, killed the bear. You see that now? That is a warrior spirit. That's the calling of God upon his life, creating the opportunity and the avenue. Sorry for that break in transmission. I guess I don't know what happened. All right, but we are back. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. We'll round up very, very quickly now. I was talking about opportunities being a pointer to God's purpose for our lives. Being a pointer to God's purpose for our lives. So I was saying that David, being called to be a warrior, all right, a fighter, that was bringing into his life the opportunity. He fought a lion, he fought a bear. Even the day they just told him to go and just carry food to go and meet your brothers at the war front, had no plans for war. He himself did not plan to do anything. He wasn't looking for, but the opportunity, because of the purpose of God upon his life, sought him out there. And right there, the opportunity to fight Goliath was, just materialized. And he took hold of it and he fought Goliath. So you find out that God will always bring about opportunities, avenues for you to fulfill God's purpose for your life. You can therefore know or have an idea of God's purpose for your life by the opportunities that come your way. By the opportunities that come your way. God has called you to be a musician, for instance. Not only will he gift you with the gifts to sing and all of that you need to execute that, not only will he give you the passion for it, you will find the opportunities to do it too. So the problem again is that oftentimes people think that people are looking for big opportunities. No, God often will start you with small opportunities, like we've seen in the case of David. Opportunities will be graduating. So you are called God has called you into music, to be a musician. He has gifted you with the giftings. He has put the passion inside of you. Watch out for the opportunities. Watch out for the opportunities. Somebody may say, do you mind? Come and sing for us here now. Or maybe in the church, they say, join the choir. Or something that will just require it. And so, as you go along that line, you will find out that God, that opportunity will be increasing till you enter into the fullness of your purpose. I'll never forget the pastor who said this example. He said this is how he knew God called him into to be a pastor. He was in the church, was faithful. Of course, God must have gifted him like that. He was there. Their pastor was going on for a short break, I think, and was supposed to, for a short break, they said, okay, you step in for your pastor. The pastor went and never returned. People loved him and said, okay, why not continue? And that was the opportunity for him to manifest his gifts, and the calling of God upon his life just materialized. So opportunities can be a pointer to God's purpose for your life. Let me share one more because of time, and then we'll continue next Wednesday. Is this people who inspire you? The people who inspire you can be a pointer to God's purpose for your life. The people who inspire you. The people who inspire you. If you see footballers and they inspire you, what it means is that when you see certain people and something tells you you can be this consistently, the chances are that your calling has something to do with with what that person is doing. You see that when you see a lawyer and it inspires you. You see a lawyer and something tells you inside of you that you can be a lawyer too. That is your purpose, talking and voicing itself out by the things that inspire you. Reason being, this is how we know metals. When a magnet gets around it, a metal will move. A metal will be inspired by the presence of a magnet around it. That is one way we know purpose too. When you hear preachers, you see preachers come on TV and something tells you, your spirit lives inside of you, you are inspired that I can become this too. It inspires you. Chances are that you have a calling also along that line. So watch out for the things that inspire you and the people who inspire you. The people who inspire you is a pointer to God's purpose for your life. It's a pointer to God's purpose for your life. This is as much as we'll be able to take today. My time is fast spent. I've shared today 3 more pointers to God's purpose for our lives. I've said passion, all right, opportunities, and people who inspire you. People who inspire you. There are ways by which God leads us into our purpose for life. All right. So what I tell you to do is this: prayerfully follow your giftings, your passions, your opportunities, the people who inspire you, and you will find yourself fulfilling God's purpose for your life. That is, you sit down and look at these are the giftings I have. This is the thing I'm passionate, or things I'm passionate about. These are the opportunities that I find somehow strangely they are coming my way. When you prayerfully follow these things, and also the people who inspire you, you will find yourself, all right, over time, walking into the center of God's plan and purpose for your life. I'm sure you've been blessed by all that I've shared today. If you have any question, do well to share them in the comment section. Whether I'm live or not, I will pick them up and try to answer them next episode as I talk more about next week's episode. I'll be looking at how to get started with God's purpose for your life, and then next Upper Source Wednesday I'll be looking at how to profit from your calling. I trust you've been blessed. Do have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye for now.